What if the world ended, not in fire, but in darkness? 66 million years ago, a single asteroid slammed into Earth with unimaginable power. The explosion was devastating, but the true horror came after the impact. For months, maybe even years, the skies stayed dark, the sun disappeared, ash fell like rain, and life as Earth knew it slowly faded into silence. Welcome to the forgotten chapter of Earth's history. Ash, rain, and eternal night, the hidden months after the impact. It began with a blinding flash. A 10-kilometer-wide asteroid struck what is now the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico, releasing more energy than 10 billion Hiroshima bombs. Mountains vaporized, oceans boiled, the atmosphere ignited, shock waves circled the planet, wildfires raged across continents. But that was only the beginning. As debris and molten rock were thrown into the atmosphere, Earth's skies turned into a swirling furnace of glass and fire. But when the flames died out, something worse took over. A darkness began to spread, one that would last for months, perhaps even years. Billions of tons of dust, soot, and sulfur from the impact and wildfires rose into the stratosphere. This thick layer of ash blocked sunlight, turning day into twilight. Temperatures began to plummet. Plants could no longer photosynthesize. The food chain started to collapse. For the dinosaurs, who had ruled for 165 million years, this was a death sentence. Without plants, herbivores starved, and soon the predators followed. Imagine the Earth as a silent, frozen world, where even the wind carried the scent of death. Scientists call this period the impact winter. Global temperatures dropped by 20 to 30 degrees Celsius. The oceans cooled, disrupting marine life. Acid rain fell from the skies as sulfur mixed with water vapor, poisoning rivers and lakes. The ash didn't just block sunlight, it trapped heat as well, creating a greenhouse effect after the cold. First came freezing darkness. Then came scorching heat. Earth was torn between ice and fire. More than 75% of all species vanished. The mighty dinosaurs, once the rulers of the land, disappeared. In the oceans, ammonites and marine reptiles perished.
Our journey
Forests
into the Earth
collapsed,
begins with
and
its outermost
ecosystems
layer,
were erased.
the crust.
But in the shadows, life endured. Tiny mammals hid underground, feeding on roots and insects. Crocodiles survived in the rivers. Birds, descendants of small dinosaurs, took to the skies once the darkness faded. This was the greatest extinction since life began, and yet it also planted the seeds of a new era. Months passed. Slowly, the ash began to settle. The skies cleared. The first rays of sunlight pierced through the gloom. The world that emerged was not the same. The age of the dinosaurs was over. In their place, mammals began to rise, adaptable, intelligent, resilient. This was the dawn of a new chapter, the age of mammals, and eventually, the rise of humans. How do we know all this happened? Scientists studied layers of clay in the Earth's crust, rich in iridium, a rare metal from asteroids. They found soot layers, evidence of global wildfires, and computer models show how the atmosphere, filled with sulfur and dust, could block sunlight for up to 2 years. Fossil records reveal a sudden, dramatic drop in species, proof of a mass extinction. In Antarctica, ice cores still carry traces of that ancient catastrophe. The evidence is everywhere, written in stone, preserved in time. This was not just a story of destruction, it was a story of rebirth. Earth has faced death many times before, yet every time, life returns, changed, but stronger. The asteroid didn't just end an era, it cleared the stage for something new. Without it, we might never have existed. But it's also a warning. Our planet is fragile, and out there, in the darkness of space, other rocks still wander, just like the one that fell 66 million years ago. Imagine standing on the Earth back then. No sunlight, only stars above a blackened sky, ash raining softly like snow. the silence broken only by distant rumbles of dying forests. That was Earth's longest
Our
night,
journey into
a night
the
that
Earth
shaped the
begins
world
with
we
its
live
outermost
in.
layer,
Even today,
the crust.
the soil, the fossils, the rocks, they remember. The scars of that ancient day still whisper the story of ash rain and eternal night. We often think of extinction as the end, but it's also a turning point. The asteroid gave rise to new life, new possibilities. In a way, we are the children of that catastrophe. Every forest, every animal, every human walking the earth today, all are part of the story that began when the skies went dark. It's a reminder that from the ashes of destruction, life always finds a way. So next time you look at the stars, remember, one rock changed everything. One moment of chaos gave birth to the world we know, and the echoes of that night still shape our destiny. If you found this journey into Earth's forgotten past fascinating, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, because there are countless stories still buried in time, waiting to be uncovered. Watch next. Before the Asteroid, the final days of the dinosaurs. Subscribe for more untold prehistoric